The big political story of the week is, of course, Nikki Haley losing the Nevada Republican primary to a unique option that Silver State voters have, and that is voting for, quote, none of these candidates, unquote. In the Nevada Republican primary, that's what 63% of the voters did, relegating Ms. Haley to just 31% of the GOP vote. Obviously, most of the none of these candidates voters are Trump supporters, thus allowing the former president to indirectly win a primary without even being on the ballot. Ms. Haley also made an interesting and most say poor choice in Nevada. Because the Democratic legislature and former governor changed the election law to require a presidential primary, the Nevada Republican Party scheduled both a primary and a caucus. The caucus votes, however, are the basis for delegate apportionment. Candidates could either enter the primary or the caucus. Former President Trump entered the caucus and therefore is awarded all of the state's 26 Republican delegate votes. It was believed that Ms. Haley entered the pro forma primary simply to earn a story that she won a nomination election. But losing in a landslide to the, quote, none of these candidates, unquote, resulted in a poor strategic choice, turning into a terrible disaster. For the Democrats, President Biden romped to another victory, this time with 89% of the vote in the Nevada Democratic primary. Congressman Dean Phillips, who entered the race late, did not file in Nevada because he wasn't yet a candidate at the October filing deadline. We can now expect the Democratic race to quickly end. President Biden is demonstrating strength within his party, and he will be easily renominated. It is now completely evident that the 2024 presidential general election will feature the rematch between President Biden and former President Trump. This will be the first time since the 1892 election where we will see two presidents running against each other. Grover Cleveland won the presidency 132 years ago after being defeated in his first attempt at running for re-election. Reports are being confirmed that the Republican National Committee Chair, Ronna McDaniel, will resign her position after the February 24th South Carolina Republican primary. Mr. Trump has already made a recommendation that North Carolina Republican Party Chairman Michael Whatley be elected National Party Chair. It is likely the voting committee members will approve of the former president's choice. Mr. Trump stated that Mr. Whatley was powerful on election integrity in 2022. The RNC, however, is way behind on fundraising, and there is no indication that a Whatley appointment will solve that problem. Sometimes, even in politics, you'd rather be lucky than good. In North Carolina, Dr. Josh McConkey, a Republican running for an open congressional seat against 13 other GOP candidates, scored almost the impossible by winning the North Carolina lottery. Dr. McConkey says the more than $757,000 he won at just the right time before his March 5th primary will go toward implementing his voter turnout program. For Church Militant and the Ellis Insight, I'm Jim Ellis.